Hi people, this is Nettie. I just want to bring a subject which is going to be statehood. One of my topics. I'm going to see if I could keep on talking, expressing myself, and saying how much we want statehood. Okay, people here say that the Americans don't want Puerto Ricans because we're dark skinned, we don't speak the same language. Um, and if we do fight for statehood, they say that we just want more coupons. And nobody stops to think that, hey, are you so colonized that you don't see that your rights are not being taken for? Are you so colonized that you don't care that your children, your disabled children, don't have the same right of education as in the States? Are you so colonized that you don't see what is going on here? Why is it that the poor is getting poorer? That why is it that they are leaving to the states? Why is it that there's close to 5 million Puerto Ricans in the states and there's only 3 point something in Puerto Rico? And I think it's even less because I heard that they were saying that 50,000 people have left under this administration. Are we that colonized that we'd rather destroy ourselves? Come on. I'm going to say something. I know that that's nothing but what they're saying is true. First of all, I fight for statehood, but I'm not on coupons and welfare. I fight for state. I have my own house. I fight for statehood because I want the right for our children. There's a lot of kids that are disabled. They're not getting the treatment that they're getting in the States. I had a good education because I did it in the States. If I would have done it here, I probably would have never got educated. And, disabled, elderly. Yes, elderly. Virtually, there's a lot of elderly they are written, and if they don't have a family or a neighbor who would do their favor to help them out, they'll die. They'll starve to death. Is that the Puerto Rico we like? Are we that colonized? That's the Puerto Rico that we love? I'm saying, and I'm wishing that the United States would get into Puerto Rico, and I gotta congratulate them because they have the federal, working very hard here in Puerto Rico, catching all the corrupt ones. And I hope they keep on because they'll find, hey, if you get into the government, of all kinds, everybody knows it, you know. And I want to congratulate the government for doing something about it, started to do something about it. But I'm going to ask the government more. You gave the $2.5 million, nothing is being done. I want you to execute this. We all voted for statehood. We all want the problem to be solved. Have you heard that Vieques wants to get rid of Puerto Rico too? They want to be a part of outside of the Puerto Ricans because they feel like they are colonized twice. Colonized by the government of the United States and colonized by Puerto Rico. That's how it works. So what we're going to do about this, we got to solve this problem. We're American citizens. I think we should have all the right like an American citizen. And I'm not talking about welfare, please. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about rights. That our children, our disabled children, are not having good education here. They should have a good education. The elderly should have somebody to take care of them. They should have it. Why not? They should have it. Now, what I'm also saying is that while the Puerto Ricans here try to tell everybody, no, they don't want you because you're a different language. Hey, what about Alaska? Hey, what about Hawaii? There's different languages, but yet United States have it. If United States didn't care for us, I don't think they would have gave us American citizen. They even have in the books that they say that the reason why they got close to Puerto Rico because we didn't reject it as the other islands did. So why are we being now tortured for this? American are husbands, family. They have gone to war. They have gone to, to fight. They have gone to serve the country. But yet, they don't have the same right. Nah. If they say the veterans here in Puerto Rico has the same right than the states, that's not true. The people here who retires have the same rights as the United States? No. In other words, I don't know where everybody is at, but it's not happening. It's not happening. And while we're being tortured by, how you call it, taxes, top of taxes, and more taxes, and here's more taxes, what are we going to do? What is the other people, the ones that they're getting their lights cut off because they got excessive amount of light bills? They're getting their water cut off because they got excessive light of water bill. They ain't hardly no jobs. So if you don't have a job, how the heck you going to pay this? Do the government care? No, he don't care. He even says it. A mí me vale. That's what it means. I don't give. So, saying all this, I think that the only solution we got, and the only thing that I would love to get, is statehood. Not because they're going to give me anything, not because of none of that. We could pay, the ones who could pay taxes, they should get taxes. And the government will teach the people of Puerto Rico, give them jobs and so they could work and stand on their 2 feet. We are crawling. We need to stand on our 2 feet, feel proud. A lot of Puerto Ricans, they say that they're not colonized, but they are. They believe a lot of lies. They believe what is not true. And not only that, they love the colony. They don't see that what's going on around them. They don't care. They'll drown right there. They'll drown. No, this is what I like. But then they don't think about the neighbor. The one who's bedridden, the children, the disabled children who are not getting a good education. Okay? If the American government does not step in, things are going to get worse. The rumors are that $70 billion that we owe, now we owe $75 billion. What is the government going to do? Wait for us to be destroyed? You help other people in the world, you make democracy all over the place. What about Puerto Rico? I think it's time for you to, handle this part here. Because I understand why a lot of people are telling that, first you fix what you got in Puerto Rico, then you come talking to me. Justice to the people of Puerto Rico, because if you can't give justice to the people of Puerto Rico, that we are American citizens, how can you give justice to anybody else? I don't understand it. If you want to give justice, give it to the Puerto Ricans. Okay? We are American citizens, and we have fight the battle. We don't have even the right to vote for a president who sends our kids to war. You think that's fair? No, it's not. I don't think it's fair. And then we have a group of colonized people. That's not helping much. So, man, I think it's time that Americans help us out. The people who are in favor that we should be right. I hope you put yourself in our side. The Americans who listen to this video, I hope you put yourself in our side, where we have no rights to nothing. Yeah, the Americans will go and, here's a couple of coupons, here's, you have a living, you have this. That's not what the people need. The people need jobs. The people need to get up on their feet. The people need to work. And not everybody is sitting in the corner watching TV all day. Because I tell you the truth, my daughter, as soon as she graduated, she went to work. I'm supported by my husband. Okay, I'm disabled. I can't work. I couldn't even go to the rehabilitation center to even get a study. I want to study computer. I couldn't do it because they're not willing to come and pick me up. That's how it is. I couldn't keep on because there's no. How it is how to get out of a countryside with hills up and hills down and all over the place, and then you don't have nobody to take you nowhere. And then they have this program they call Llama y Viaje. They're supposed to pick up disabled, but yeah, but they will not come to the countryside. If you live in the city, you're in perfect shape. But not to the countryside. who most people need it there, because a lot of disabled people cannot go down a hill in a wheelchair or up a hill in a wheelchair. Hello, they're the most ones that need it. And what happens in the meantime? Our children, our disabled children, are being hurt. They're the ones that mostly being hurt here. So, hey, Americans, you want justice? Start giving justice. Write your congressman. Tell them to protect Puerto Rico. It's not fair. It's not really fair. You know. So, saying this, I just wanted you to know how I feel and how angry I am, because I'm a person that don't like injustice, and that's why we have been receiving a lot, and especially with this government, we're receiving a lot of injustice. Thank God that at least in my case, my husband is a veteran, so we go to Buchanan or whatever. But not. What about the rest of the people who don't hardly have to eat? Elderly's making $200 a month, and they gotta pay a high light, high water, and virtually don't have nothing to eat. What can we do? Please help Puerto Rico and write to your congressman. Let them know what's going on. That's all for now, and God bless you all. Bye.